Elon Musk's opinion about Democrats' proposed bill with a tax incentive for electric vehicles built by unionized companies seems to be brutally honest. But he doesn't like special treatments for certain companies. But doesn't he really want the same thing from the Indian government for Tesla to enter Tesla? So in this report, I'm going to present you the both sides. I reported a story on the topic in the morning, but there are more developments and more attitudes that I would like to present you in order to be a fair reporter, friends. Welcome back, friends. This is Armin Harayan from TorqueNews.com. If you are here first time, please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla and electric vehicle news. I'm impartial, and ring the bell so you don't miss my next coverage. And also please give us thumbs up if you find this report helpful and informative. In this report, I'm going to present you the both side for you to make a decision on the story with Democrats' proposed tax incentive for electric vehicles and Tesla being out of that. So the first opinion comes from Jose Rodriguez from Jalopnik, which takes the other view. Rodriguez says Elon Musk's non-union woes keep piling up, it seems. First, he doesn't get invited to the White House, and now union lobbyists are hurting Tesla. Musk claimed via Twitter on Sunday that the electric vehicle credit expansion proposed by the US Democrats was written by lobbyists representing Ford and United Auto Workers. The proposed expansion could increase electric vehicle credits by quite a bit in an effort to offset the cost of electric cars by up to $12,500. That's a lot of money, and it might help drive the adoption of electric vehicles. So that's the good news. So this should be a win for electric car makers and drivers alike, but criticism for the expansion claims that it gives an unfair advantage to electric cars from Ford, GM, and Chrysler, union-made ones that is. In fact, we reported in the morning that Toyota and Honda are also unhappy for this tax credit. Of course, that rules out Tesla's cars as well, since the car maker has resisted efforts to unionize its production plants. It also rules out electric vehicles from Toyota and Honda, which have both also taken exception to the proposed EV credits per electric. Here's what happened. Hallmark's catalog blogger said, "My mouth was on the floor that they expanded it to $4,500 for unions and reduced the American-made to only $500. The $2,500 for union was already ridiculous, but they expand it to $4,500 in the new proposal. They are clearly targeting one company here, Elon Musk." And Elon Musk responded saying, "This is written by Ford and UAW lobbyists as they make their electric cars in Mexico. Not obvious how this serves American taxpayers." And he linked to Bloomberg's article where it shows how many Ford Mustang Mach-E Ford made in Mexico versus the United States Michigan plant. This tax credit revision doesn't reduce electric vehicle credits in place now. So Tesla is actually not losing anything, friends. It just increases the credits based on certain things, like whether or not the electric cars are made domestically by union workers, or if the battery is at least 40 kilowatt hour, or based on where the battery is made. Again, if it all favors US production. The credit expansion does include a 5-year grace period for electric vehicles produced outside of the United States, however, which Elon Musk cited in his allegation. The tweet noted that Ford's current electric car is made in Mexico and is likely a comment on the Mach-E being produced at Ford's Cuautitlán assembly plant. Elon Musk said it's not clear how that's helping American taxpayers. And sure, the expansion to give special treatment to US and union-made electric cars, so Musk isn't that off base with his observation, so to be honest with that. In fact, both Bloomberg and Electric mentioned a Michigan Democrat, Dan Kildee, is behind some of the legislation, Electric goes further and argues that Kildee likely has a lot of support from Ford and United Auto Workers and UAW. But it's not like Elon Musk is angry about special treatment and lobbying in general. Remember that Elon Musk is pushing for similar treatment in India as Tesla tries to carve out a place in the market in India, as Reuters reports. So this all just makes it look like Elon Musk is against special treatment and lobbying, but only when it puts Tesla at a disadvantage. So what do you think about that, friends? If you are against special treatments, then you have to think about what about when it comes to you. Doesn't Tesla right now want special treatment in India? Tesla says, lower the tariffs so we can start enter the market as test. But Indian government now says, no, you start the production and then we will consider that. Then why would they lower it when if Tesla has already put so much money and started the production in India? So, well, under the revised proposal, Tesla electric vehicles would miss out on the $4,500 worth of incentives simply because Fremont's workers have opted to not unionize. The stance of Tesla's workers at Fremont is not that surprising either, considering that the facility, back when it was being operated as a Toyota GM joint venture called NUMMI, was closed under the watch of the United Auto Workers Union. The closure of the plant was not received well by NUMMI workers, with some employees publicly clashing with UAW officials during discussion. Now, a user named Zach wrote under the discussion on Twitter, in which Elon Musk wrote that tweet saying Tesla is the most American car out there. To that, Elon Musk responded, literally. It's not just Elon Musk who has spoken out against the Democrats' heavily pro-union EV tax credit proposal. Honda and Toyota, as I mentioned earlier, both of whom do not employ a unionized workforce in the United States, sharply criticized the Democrats' revision. Honda noted that the bill was unfair and that it, quote, discriminates among EVs made by hardworking American auto workers based simply on whether they belong to a union. End of the quote. Toyota, for its part, noted in a statement that the plan discriminates, quote, against American auto workers based on their choice not to unionize, end of the quote. To be honest, I also think that way, friends. I am against special treatments. If you are going to have special treatments, then you have to be open to special treatments everywhere when even it works against you. For example, if you don't want special treatment in the United States for union workers, then why do you ask special treatment in India? Explain that to me. Help me to understand, friends. But if you are in favor of special treatments, then you are in special treatments for that as well. Ironically, Tesla currently produces two of the most American-made vehicles in the country being sold today. This was proven by the results of the 2021 American-Made Index from Cars.com, which revealed that the Tesla Model 3 is the most American car in the country, bar none. The Tesla Model Y stands at third place, just a couple of spots below its sedan sibling. Just one major automaker, Tesla, can claim domestic production for all the cars it sells here, Cars.com noted. Democrats' proposed revision on the electric vehicle tax credit is going to be voted on Tuesday, so we don't know if this will pass or will not. So I was looking at my earlier report this morning, and there are a couple of interesting comments I want to share with you. Again, to be fair, as you can see, this report is going to cover every part. One user says, man, between this stunt pulled by Ford and UAW and the media's reporting of ARK Investments rebalancing of their ARK fund because Tesla is making them too much money and throwing off the risk balance of their fund, it's like Tesla is the enemy. I mean, if Cathie Wood sells 0.4% of her allocation of Tesla Tesla because it cannot represent more than 10% of her fund portfolio, and the mainstream media throws out articles like Cathie Wood sells off Tesla even though she claims it will rise 300%, or the ARK is done with Tesla. I am so sick of mainstream media. She literally kept 99.6% of her Tesla holdings. They do not report news, they report their agenda time after time. Dean McManus, who regularly does electric vehicle stories at torquenews.com, has interesting view. He says, yeah, it was pretty obvious when Tesla was not invited to the electric car summit in Washington that something was painfully wrong about the latest US move to support electric vehicles. Now, can you not invite Tesla, who is the world's leader in electric vehicles today and an American electric vehicle automaker, to an American national EV event? Once the stipulations mentioned additional subsidies for union electric vehicle production, it became painfully clear that this was a political move started and directly supported by legacy automakers and the unions. I also did not make a big deal about the event because, frankly, the legacy automakers have been very slow to build electric vehicles. They have at the disadvantage because they are the disadvantage because they have always made all of their profits from fossil fueled cars, and because their current vehicle lineup makes the greatest profit from gas guzzling, smoggy diesel and gas powered trucks and SUVs. They are going to have to get more outside money to make the transition to building electric vehicles. It's totally unfair on many levels, but concentrating on promoting new electric vehicle production is the most important point, and Tesla is doing very well with electric vehicle sales without any subsidies or added government supports. So friends, let me know your thoughts. I think this bill, if it passes, still is good for electric vehicle transition, which is one of Tesla's goals to now the companies, US companies that make vehicles in the United States with union workers, this is an additional push for them to make the transition to electric vehicles. I think it's all good, except that, if you want special treatments, you have to be open to special treatments to everyone, or if you don't want special treatment, then you don't ask special treatment for yourself. What about your thoughts? This is Armen Harayan from torquenews.com. Please subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla electric vehicle discussions. Ring the bell so you don't miss my next coverage, and give us thumbs up if you found this video informative. Have a great day. Peace be with all of you. Let's be kind to each other in everything we do. God bless you, and see you soon in our next report.